Since gaining her powers, our reluctant heroine finds herself in a predicament, but as the adage goes, with great power comes great hair loss responsibility. Though no one around her believes in her outlandish tale of butt-touching psychometry, especially not our case-obsessed cop, Yi-boon cannot stand by while knowing the truth, so once she realizes that her underclassman is a criminal, she takes matters into her own hands. Of course, a neighborhood vet has no business solving crimes, and Yi-boon's first attempt to bust into her underclassman's house ends up with her touching someone else's butt, his boyfriend to be exact. Unfortunately, Yi-boon sees another woman in his memories and warns her friend to double-check. In the meantime, Yi-boon returns to her underclassman's place, and with the help of some cats, she learns the door passcode and enters his house to find the missing streamer. However, her search gets cut short when the underclassman comes home earlier than expected, and Yi-boon escapes by the skin of her teeth, or in this case, her butt. Looking like a mad woman with a windowsill around her hips, Yi-boon swallows her pride and asks Jang Yeol for help. Despite their antagonistic relationship, Yi-boon believes Jang Yeol is a trusting person and hopes that he will believe her, too. She mentions the memory she saw when she touched his backside, but to Jang Yeol, that incident is one of shame rather than pride. Although these two continue butting heads, he catches her being a creep at best and a sex offender at worst. Yi-boon still places her trust in Jang Yeol and asks him to show up as she dives headfirst into danger, and, oh boy, is Yi-boon reckless. Without any plan or afterthought, she finds and breaks into the missing streamer's apartment and comes face to face with the underclassman. Having been caught, the underclassman decides one more death means nothing at this point and chokes Yi-boon. As she fights for her life, Jang Yeol comes to the rescue in the nick of time, and they capture the underclassman and save the streamer. Given everything that has happened, Jang Yeol decides to believe Yi-boon and use her powers as his ticket back home. While Jang Yeol was saving Yi-boon, the rest of his team solved a huge drug case and now bask in their new laurels. This slight only invigorates Jang Yeol more, which means Yi-boon is whisked around from butt to butt as his hunting dog. Though she tries to weasel her way out of helping, Jang Yeol solves all her problems, with even more preposterous solutions, and all Yi-boon gets for her efforts are a couple of burned fingertips. Using her injury as an excuse to go to the convenience store, Yi-boon meets up with Sun-woo, who has recently moved to her neighborhood. The two share snacks together after his shift, and during their conversation, they learn that they both lost their moms. Sun-woo tells her that this place is her hometown and says that the air is good here as are the people. Yi-boon's ears perk up at his comment, and her hopes skyrocket when he mentions being interested in someone. Just as Yi-boon starts relishing her powers, they disappear, but the one truly devastated by this news is Jang Yeol. In an attempt to bring them back, he buys every hand product available and treats Yi-boon like a queen. Though he wants to know if her powers returned, Jang Yeol balks at the idea of Yi-boon touching his rear to check, but luckily for him, he walks in right then. After the boyfriend event where he learned that her now ex is a trans woman, Yi-boon revealed her secret to her friend. Thus, with he's butt, Yi-boon finds out that her powers are back, and she also learns that her friend is nursing a massive crush on Jang Yeol. With Yi-boon's powers working in full force again, Jang Yeol drags her to his next big break, a robbery at Assemblyman Cha Ju-man's office. Ever the sycophant, he sidelines his teammates to grab all the glory for himself and uses his human dashcam to find the culprit. However, with no leads, he orders Yi-boon to indiscriminately touch every supporter's butt, including those of the opposing party. With the help of he's crew, Yi-boon manages to find a clue, but she keeps this a secret from Jang Yeol since her grandpa may be the robber. In the background, a more sinister plot brews as the story takes a moment to follow the streamer from the underclassman case. On her way to see her boyfriend, the streamer gets into an accident, and while she waits for a tow truck, a stranger wearing a poncho attacks her.